Can you guys hear me right now?
Yep, I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
All right, let me go
Perfect.
ahead and get this. We'll get this
Okay.
started here. I'll put you off screen real quick, Justin, and then I'll introduce you and bring you on. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Can you hear us now, Chetney? Say something after Chairman.
Something.
Yes,
All right. All right. All right. We're ready to roll. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready, Freddie.
Let's go.
Everything. Yeah, this is gonna.
What's up, everybody? Chairman finally got set up. Oh, you're muted. We got to take you off mute.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, we got you. Yep, you're good. You're good. Perfect.
Everything good. Everything good. I'm straight.
All right. Yeah. So welcome back, everybody. We got another great episode lined up for you today. Chairman's just getting everything put back together for moving. How was the move?
Tiring.
That's the one thing I hate. And I despise having to move. That is like the worst thing ever to do. So,
nah, seriously, it is.
So I've been. I set a good show up for us, so you didn't have to worry about it. So tonight we got. You can see we got Comrade Chetney down there. Chetney is the Unity Project's lead legal advocate. She has been doing a lot of great work in the New Jersey area and the New York area. She's been. You probably heard me talk about it before. She's been advocating for a man named Richard Barge, who has been wrongfully convicted and has spent the last almost 19 years in prison. And we've been trying to pack the courtroom and for support of him trying to get an appeal. And every time we try to do that and set it up and organize, they continue to postpone his dates. So now it is set for, I think, the 8th, maybe. So not less than a week away from now. Hopefully we'll have him in the courtroom. So Chetney, are you there?
Actually, no, it's not the 8th. The 8th is the rally in Camden.
Oh, the 8th is the rally. Okay.
And his court date has been set to October 23rd. So this has been, this has been the 4th postponement since I came onto the advocacy team.
That's wild. And I met Chetney through Delaney Hall. We were protesting down there. She saw some of the videos we were posting and the work we were doing. And we've been kind of talking ever since. I went down to Camden. We went to an event down there. And she's done a lot of great work. She is constantly working. There's not a time that Chetney is not working. And maybe when she's sleeping. Maybe. I'm starting to think you work in your sleep too. Because every time I call you or talk to you, you're always doing something. So Chetney, let us know. Like, you have brought a very special guest today by the name of Justin Bonus, attorney at law.
Yes.
Justin, I do have a little bit of information on him. Graduated from the Roger Williams University School of Law. And I believe he also went to New York University prior to that, where he got a bachelor's in philosophy. And then got his Juris Doctorate. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. That's what that stands for. Excuse my ignorance. From Roger Williams University School of Law, and is now currently doing good work, trying to get people who have been wrongly convicted justice, which seems to be very rare in the United States these days. So let me go ahead and bring him on. Actually, Chetney, how did you first come to meet Justin?
Well, I met him through Richard Barge. I first learned about Richard Barge through Exoneree Teron Hill, who had been posting some of his videos. And the video that caught my attention, Richard was holding up a shirt that said, "Don't let the system kill me. I'm innocent." And instantly I freaked out because I thought, this is a post about a man who said, "Don't let the system kill me." And the system did exactly that. But then I learned that that wasn't the case, thank God. And I commented, "Hey, let us help you." So I left Teron my phone number in the comments. He called me, and I've been advocating since April 19th.
Nice. And yeah, so let's bring him on. Justin, welcome to the show for the very first time. Looks like you're working right now as well. Do y'all ever stop working? Like, take a break.
No. Thank you for having me on, though. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the platform. I appreciate the platform for Rich. I speak for Rich when I say we're really we're thankful to have people like Chetney and yourselves that can get the word out, because I'm only a lawyer. Okay, I can only do but so much and litigate, and we need people to recognize what's going on with the system, and it is not it's not a fair system at all.
Not at all.
So,
now I did look up one. You looks like you had worked on a case for somebody by the name of Martin or Wayne Martin.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Wayne Martin, absolutely, out of Brooklyn back in 2016.
And it looks like he was in the middle of a life sentence, his 5th year into a life sentence.
Yes.
When
I think
you were
he did
approached
8.
about it.
Yes. I think he did 8 total.
So, all right. So 5 years you got involved, and then it took another 3 years just to get justice for him. That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. No, it took a while. I mean, Rich, I've actually represented Rich for 6 years. One of my exonerees, Chad Breland out of Queens, I represented for, it was about 6-7 years before they exonerated him. These cases all take a very long time. I mean, I think Teron, who Chetney mentioned, Teron Hill, who was exonerated in 2021, I represented him for 4.5 years before he was exonerated.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's a few of my clients that I'm still representing right now, I've represented for well over 10 years, and
That's
it's just
wild.
yeah. So it's a fight. It's a struggle. Yeah, I think Rich is going on. I think we're right at 5 years. And there's no question that, number one, Rich, I know Rich is innocent. I've done the work. You know what I mean? I got off the stoop, right? And I did the work. I went out and talked to people. I know the case. I know the politics. I've interviewed witnesses. It's a completely it's disgraceful. That's really no other way I could say it, with especially the evidence that's come out. And he just shouldn't be sitting in jail. Minimally, he should have a new trial, like minimally. But the system, unfortunately, it has tools to correct itself, but the people are the problem. Okay. And that's, unfortunately, Rich is not the only person like that, but I mean, I could tell you, Rich is a single eyewitness case. That eyewitness has given 13 statements, eight of them that indicate that Rich is innocent in one shape, form, or another. 5 of them where he's basically said Rich did it. I mean, he provided descriptions. He gave 4 statements before he identified Rich, said that he didn't know Rich, provided descriptions that didn't match Rich, and then literally the victim's mother drives this individual to the police station, and they show this individual off before there's a recording, off the recording. They call it in Camden, they call it a pre-interview interview. They show this individual a single photo of Rich.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, I know I'm cutting you off. I mean to cut you off. For the people that this is the first time they're hearing about Justin, relax a little bit, take a few seconds, and try to get them and let us know what's going on with Justin, what the whole thing is about, and then come back to where you
Sure.
at right now. I know I just put
Sure.
this
Sure.
on you. Yes, I just told you that, but I want you to take your time. Like, let's say this is the first time I'm hearing about
Sure.
Justin. Yeah, go ahead.
I got you. So this is the case. Okay. On November 22nd, 2007, an individual named Nick Siders was shot and killed in a car outside of a bar called Off Broadway in Camden. All right. Um, there was another individual in that car. I'm not really going to go into names because I don't really think it matters if identifying Rich. Okay. Um, you know, prior to this shooting, Rich and the victim had an argument. It could I think it was months prior, but there's a lot of discrepancies. It was an argument. It turns out that Rich and this guy that ends up getting killed, the deceased, were actually related. Okay. It was not a big deal. The argument wasn't a big deal. It was actually deaded. It was squashed. Okay. Probably about 3.5 weeks prior to the deceased being killed, Rich was shot in the stomach. Okay. And that's really important because Rich had to have surgery. He was in the hospital for about a week. And to be honest with you, on the day of the shooting, he was basically immobile. He was on crutches. Okay. Eyewitnesses report the shooter running away from the scene. That would pretty much eliminate Rich. But I digress. So this individual that was in the car, okay, was interviewed by police on I think it was the 23rd. But let me back up a little bit. The victim's mother was told that the victim and Rich had an argument, at some point before, okay? And so the police get Rich's name on the 23rd, about 12 hours after the murder. And that's it. They suffered tunnel vision. And for your audience, I'll explain what tunnel vision is. It's focusing on a suspect and ignoring everything else. That's basically what confirmation bias is. Confirmation bias is when you have a conclusion and you work to secure evidence that confirms what your conclusion is. Okay? That's what happened in Richard Barge's case. Okay? And what's interesting about Nicholas Siders, and this evidence was suppressed, is this individual, Nick, cooperated against other people who appeared to could have been the murderers or the murderer.
Uh-oh, you broke up on us.
And that evidence was suppressed from the defense. So on the 23rd, the police go.
I think we might lose him. Did we lose him for a second there? Chetney's back.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We hear you. We hear you. You're back.
You guys got me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We're good.
Yeah, it's going in and out.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out.
Chetney, you there, Chetney?
Yes, I'm here. I got kicked out, but I'm back.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Justin, you
Can
there,
you guys
Justin?
hear me now?
Yeah,
that's the devil being a freaking liar and a loser. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Justin, it's going real in and out. It's probably where you at driving.
Yeah, I can hear you guys now. I can.
Okay, we're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
So
Louisiana.
let's
now.
start.
I just tried an innocence trial. So, but back to Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah,
we're good.
Okay. So this single witness gives a statement to police. He describes somebody other than Rich. Okay. He says the person has a beard and says, I can't make an identification. Another person outside of the police comes to him. He says, I can't make an identification. The mother of the victim then records this witness. And again, the witness says, I don't know who Richard Barge is. Never met him. Okay. He gives a description of somebody with a trim Sunni beard. Rich doesn't have a trim Sunni beard. Okay. And he says other people might know who the shooter is because there were other people out there. He said, but if you show me a photo of Rich, I'll make an identification. So the next day, the victim's mother takes him to the police station, and the police show this man a single photo. That's the only eyewitness that identifies Richard Barge. That's the only piece. I mean, their testimony was totally inconsistent and incredible and wasn't really even used by the prosecutor in summation. Okay, that's the basis of the evidence against Rich. And getting into just a little bit to the jailhouse informants in this case, there was Brady material suppressed with them. There were other statements they made in other cases that showed that these people were unreliable. Okay. It's just there's basically nothing against Rich that's standing right now. And it turns out that this single eyewitness in this case, the single eyewitness, became a confidential informant prior to trial. Okay. And then comes into trial and testifies at trial that he had no agreement with the state at all for his testimony, which we know that's not true, because if you're a confidential informant, you agree to cooperate with the state in all matters, in everything you do, right? And he received money and housing, okay, right after he became a confidential informant. And his trial testimony was, I'm under no agreement for my testimony, all right? And the money and housing I'm receiving is because I'm afraid, which is ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous. How are you a confidential informant cooperating in other cases, but you're afraid during the pendency of the case, but you're afraid of my client, but you're cooperating in other cases in the same neighborhood? Okay, so, I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, there's actually an eyewitness that was out there that night that said Richard Barge didn't commit the murder. There's two eyewitnesses that were out there that night that say that. Okay, he has an alibi. 3 witnesses testified at his trial that he was in his girlfriend's house at the time. Her child, her 14-year-old child, testified that that's where he was, not Rich's daughter, her child. Her mother testifies. He has people that really are kind of independent of him and not really his family that are coming in and giving credible statements from day one. He talked to police. He actually waived his Miranda rights, talked to the police, gave an alibi. Okay. All right. And I didn't even get to the best part of this. Well, it's not the best part. It's kind of cumulatively like the cherry on the top. Would be that the murder weapon was used after he was arrested by somebody that had no connection to him whatsoever. I mean, there's evidence that
they caught the person that used the weapon that had no link to him.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can say they caught him, because the discovery that was later disclosed by the prosecutor's office 18 years after the trial shows that in that case, it was a shootout between the shooter and the quote unquote victim. So I don't know which one of the guys actually had a gun, right? So you have, obviously the defendant in that case and the victim that was shot at. And it's hard to tell who used the gun. But go ahead.
Now, if somebody's watching right now and they see my face, they see like I'm not reacting, it's because everything you're saying I'm already aware of. I understand this is how the system operates. Nothing that they do surprises me. So like when you first said 2007, I'm waiting to hear what's going on. Where are we at right now? What are we trying to do in 2026? Because I guess he went to trial. They convicted him. They found him guilty.
Yes. I wasn't his trial lawyer. I got the case in 2021. But yes, that's correct.
Exactly. Yo, it's been what? It's been 20. What is it? 21 years.
18,
no,
almost 19.
Yes. 18, 2007. Now that's 19. 2007, 2026.
Right. He went in. He went
So
in. He was arrested on November 3rd. He was actually arrested on November 30th, 2007.
2007.
Or I
So
think
that was,
December 1st. Excuse me, December 1st.
yeah, this like 19 years. So like,
Right.
where are we right now? What's going on right now? What do you want from the public right now?
So what I want for the public is them to show up. And we have a hearing. We have an oral argument hearing about what is going to happen. I mean, is the conviction going to be vacated? He has what's called a PCR and a motion for new trial in New Jersey that's been filed. Okay. They're kind of the same things. I don't want to get into like the legal details because it's complicated. However, uh, what we have right now, the next step is an oral argument to determine what the judge is going to do. Is the judge going to vacate the conviction? Is the judge going to order a hearing to take testimony? Or is the judge going to deny it? I mean, all three are a possibility. I mean, I think I would be very shocked if the judge denied it. I mean, I think we have exculpatory material. We've proven that, and the state has basically conceded that they didn't turn over exculpatory material in this case, namely benefits that were provided to witnesses, and the fact that the murder weapon was used after Rich was locked up, and the fact that the victim in this case had cooperated against people who one of Rich's first defense attorneys suspected had committed the murder, and actually requested the police to look into whether they had committed the murder, and requested the police to disclose whether this person had cooperated. And the police refused to give the defense any information. The prosecutor's office refused to give the defense any information. So there's a lot of what's called Brady material, which is exculpatory or material that could have been used to show that the witnesses were lying at trial, that wasn't disclosed. And then, you have eyewitnesses that say Rich wasn't there, and alibi witnesses. So there's a lot of evidence of innocence and a lot of evidence that prove that he was convicted based upon unreliable evidence. So I'm confident, but I also know that the system is not fair. It's rigged. It's systematically rigged, especially not to correct itself. So I don't really put confidence in man to get it done. I pray that the Lord will get it done. And that the judge does the right thing.
Justin, you know anything about the Black Panthers, Justin?
Yeah, I do.
Like what?
I
Like what? Like what are the Panthers about?
I don't know. I know about Fred Hampton. I know about George Jackson. I think it's Bobby Seals. I know. I know a little bit about
like,
show and tell. All right.
no, but like
What do you mean?
the reason why I'm asking you is like I'm gonna tie it all in together. As
Okay.
Panthers, as Panthers, we don't believe the system is here to serve the people. It's here to serve special interest, people that have money. The system is based on class, so it doesn't matter really how innocent you are. If you don't have the resources to protect yourself, to go through to go through that institution, you will find yourself in jail for the rest of your life. See, that's what we believe as Panthers. And now it is our duty as Panthers to go out into the community, to find people that are suffering, that are going through this injustice, and come together and help them. Because through helping them, they're going to understand that they're not alone. And that's how you're able to bring more people in so you will grow and be stronger. Because the reason why we are going to come and help, that people are going to come and help, it's important for people to help. Because it doesn't matter what you say to the system. It doesn't matter what you do. The only power that we have as people is social pressure. Because the system don't want the masses of the people to look at it and say that it is fake, it is fraud, it is not here to serve the people. So like when you bring people power, when the people start speaking up, when they see there's a lot of eyewitnesses eyes on the case, the people, the individual people that are administering the system, they feel that weight when they go home. When you go home and you have to explain to your children while you're keeping somebody in jail for over 20 something years that was shot in the stomach 3 weeks before the incident happened, and then they get to understand everything that happened, and they hear this. It's hard for them to go to the store. It's hard for them to go get gas. It's hard for them to face their own families. That's why you see these people wear masks. That's why ICE agents wear masks. We don't have no power. We don't have no guns. We don't have no authority to do anything to them. All they are afraid of is what peer pressure is, how the rest of humanity will look at them. And this is how we have to, like, this judge, these people that are making this decision. We got to make them famous. Who used to say that? I'll make you famous. Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid used to say, I'll make you famous. We have to make these people famous. We have to have everybody looking at them. So, like, whatever we could do, because it's not, I can't go everywhere around the country. I really want to be. But whatever we could do, however we could show up, we need to get that voice out there to get people to see what's going on. Because it's happening to everybody. This is not isolated incidents where everything you're telling me, I'm listening to you about how the system do what they want to do, like the prosecutor. I went to prison. I had to study this for myself. I didn't know the prosecutor, if they saw something that said like you didn't do the crime, they're not supposed to try to go convict you. They're supposed to help you. They're supposed to make sure you get off. That's not how our system works. You said it when you first started talking. You say they try to build evidence to make sure the person that they have goes to jail. That's what I heard. They don't go try to find evidence to free that person. They try, like the police, they're writing it up. Everybody's writing it up to basically come up with the conclusion that they already have. That is not a justice system.
Right.
I mean,
Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean, if you read in the professional rules of responsibility with regard to what a prosecutor should do, a prosecutor's duty is to do justice, not seek a conviction. A prosecutor's duty is to vet, is to be the next level to vet the police's work, is to
yes,
make a prosecutorial determinations, right, as to whether the police have gathered reliable evidence. It's not to rubber stamp what the cops do. However, the problem is the cops and the prosecutors work together every day. So they have an incestuous relationship, right?
yes,
So what happens is the prosecutors don't want to push back on the cops because then they feel like the cops will then stop helping them. Okay.
yes.
So it's a real, you listen to me, man. You said a lot of great things. I agree with you 155%. Not everybody got Donald Trump and Puffy money. Okay.
Yeah.
To pay $10 million for their defense. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Word.
Some people like me got to go drag my knuckles out in the street to go find people and things like that without the money, because I believe, listen to me, I don't believe Richard Barge is innocent. I know he's innocent. So what I'm saying to you, listen to me, man. I'm gonna go to the mat for Rich, okay? To the mat, but that's very hard to do. It's very disconcerting. You know, it's crazy when you walk into court and really you're the only person standing in the room with your client, right? And I'm not talking about the people in the audience. I'm talking about normally when I go into court, it's just you and your client. And sometimes the guy sitting at the bench who's supposed to be the independent person is the second prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this is the problem that we have in the criminal justice system. And you're 100% right. Rich is not the only one. You know what I mean? He's not the only one. But, and I think you're right. The way you put pressure on people need to understand that this is what's going on. And it could be you.
Yes.
It could be anybody. Okay?
Yes.
And it's really funny to see people that are privileged, that it happens to their loved one, and then they jump up and they were like, "Oh, the system is welcome to the club." You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's the thing is New Jersey really suffers from this because you have Philadelphia and then New York, and everybody forgets about the middle. Okay, yeah. And there needs to be a light. There needs to be pressure. That's how you burn an ant. You get a magnifying glass. You know what I'm saying? And so people got to be burned a little bit. Okay. They got to
Let
feel
me,
the heat. But go ahead.
Justin.
Yeah.
Um, I don't like. I think the circles that you move in, like if everybody else is different. If you're saying you're going to the mat for this person and you're doing this work, you're in your car, you're doing our podcast, you're trying to get the word out.
Yes.
And I know it can be hard because sometimes you seem like you're by yourself. I mean,
Right.
it seemed like you're alone fighting this behemoth, this big empire. And yo, but you're not by yourself. And yo, when you walk in those spaces, you need to walk with your chest up, because you're doing the real work. You're the real man in that room. Like when I deal with these politicians, when I deal with this police captain, chiefs, all these people, I know what they're doing is wrong. When I walk up in any space that they're in, I walk in there with my chest up because I know I'm a better human being than every single one of them. Yo, I was listening to you, and I can just picture myself in that space with you trying to do this work. And everybody, it's like the blue wall, like that police wall, like you were saying. Everybody's working together, and sometimes you can feel like you alone, like you pushing this rock up the hill, like it's never gonna happen. But nah, you're not alone. And as Panthers, we're here to find people like you, so we can give you that help that you need to try to get you over the top. The Unity Project, that's what we're here for. So like whenever you want to come and you want to have this conversation, you want to get the information out, we'll do it.
Yep.
You said on the 8th. Like we'll see what we could do to see if we could pull up and show up too. But we need people like you. Richard need people like you. Cause I mean like sometimes like it's hard. I didn't do 20 years. So like I can't even imagine what he's feeling in there. It's like the world give up on you. Everybody gave up on you. I mean, and it's like it's good for people to hear that people haven't given up on them. Yo, I wish he could see this video to see you out here fighting for him. I mean, cause this shit is motivational, man. And like, and I wanna commend you too. I mean, so but Chetney, talk to me, Chetney. So where we at? What you need from us, man?
I need you guys to show up on the 8th. There's a city council meeting happening in Camden. Justin and I will be there. We will be speaking at the council meeting, but most importantly, we will be advocating for Richard Barge. So if you're from the city of Camden, you need to be there because this is your city. There's so much going on in that city. There's so much poverty. The educational system is not the greatest. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed, but people need to know what is happening. And right now, my main focus is advocating for Richard Barge. So I need you guys to show up.
You
We
do a
need you
lot
guys to
for
show
a
up.
lot of people, Chetney, because you're also helping with the Lady Hall stuff. You're helping with Gabrielle Soto, Martine Soto's wife. You and I have other projects that we're working on. Well, we're at the Unity Project. We're actually being because of the work we do, and we tell people like, if you need help, call us. Like that's what we're here
Right.
for. We don't make money doing this. Like we literally do this for the love of the game. Like we're literally here just to try and help somebody. Because
Yo, you
That's
know what?
about it.
Yo, you know what Patience said to me? Yo, Patience was going through social media today, and she was like, "Everybody's trying to tell me something. That's all they're trying to do is sell me something."
I know.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
"What else is?" I'm like, "What else is social media for?" But it's like, yo, we're the only people that come on here, and we're trying to recruit people to create a better world. We're not trying to sell you nothing. Yo, Justin spoke for a few minutes. He did not tell you one time, yo, get my subs, give me money, do this. He's telling you there's somebody that's locked up that I'm fighting for to help get out of prison. And if you've never been to prison, yo, try locking yourself in your bathroom for like one day. Just stay in the bathroom from morning till night, one day, and don't leave. And then after that, leave. You still don't understand what it is because you can still open that door. At the end of that night, you know you're going to open that door. Yo, every single day I was in prison, I wasn't sure if I was coming home. I wasn't sure, like, if my time was up, if they were going to let me go. And you want me to tell you something? When my time was up, they didn't let me go. They came and got me out my cell. They told me I was going home. But they held me in another holding cell till midnight. And then they brought me to a county jail. And they said I had a warrant for a charge that happened before I went to prison. So I sat in prison for 6 years. The warrant was for misdemeanor bullshit. They still took me to the county. I didn't go home. So I'm giving you an example to get you to understand. Once you go behind those walls, because to me that's the modern day plantation. This is slavery in the 21st whatever century we in. This is slavery right now, and most people don't understand it because you don't see it. You don't really talk to people that are in there. You don't know these people because it's a class thing. It's only poor people that go to prison. Rich people don't go to prison. Middle class people, they don't go to prison. The average grade level when I was coming out of prison was like 6th grade. Most of the people in jail are like in the 6th grade. You're not in the middle class. Your family not rich. If you in prison and your reading ability, your grade level is 6th grade. So if we don't come together, if we don't go stand up for Richard, one of these days is going to be you. It's going to be your family. And then you're going to be reaching out to the Unity Project. You're going to be reaching out to everybody to come out to come help you. I mean, but by then it might be too late. It might be too
hey, Justin, I may need your services in the future for all I know. Like, I mean, technically, according to the government, I've been labeled the domestic terrorist. Like, the feds could kick my door in at any moment. It's almost like Chairman said, rich people don't go to jail. They get to commit crime and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? On occasion, they might arrest somebody, but under this current administration, they just get pardons. It's it's honestly upside down right now. I feel like we live in a dystopian reality right now.
Nah, it's like real talk, man. Like, and when I'm listening to Justin speak, like, I can just imagine how it is like for him to walk into them courtrooms, to walk into those spaces. Everybody already got their mind made up, and they're like, "What the fuck does he want? Like, why are you here fighting for somebody that's a nobody, that's in behind prison? Nobody cares." I mean, like, I could just imagine, bro. Like, I know it's hard. And like, if we don't stand up for each other, if we're not there for each other, nobody else is coming to do it. Nobody.
Oh, this is true. This is true. We definitely need people to advocate and to show up and to care. That's really what it is.
That's honestly, that's the biggest thing. Like, just give a shit.
Right.
That's all we're asking you to do. Like, just give a shit. And if you've not been through, like, I've never been to prison, but it doesn't mean that I can't talk to somebody and relate to somebody who has. Like, you can imagine what it's like. Like, listen to their stories and just try and put yourself in that situation. And mentally, that's all you got to do. And just care. And just, like Chairman always says, we do the work. Like, that's it. We focus on the work. I don't listen to the outside noise anymore. Like, I'm so focused on what we're doing. And that's kind of how you have to be in this society, because there's so many things going on, all that noise around you. It's honestly, it's challenging to say the least right now.
Because like,
say that.
But it's like that's how we met Chetney. So now we know Chetney now we know you, Justin. It's like we do this work, we go out into the community and we trying to find people because we cannot do this alone. I mean, and this work that you're doing, I hope people see you and say they want to hire you, Justin, that they need you. Because I may call you up, Justin, and be like, look, I need you. I'm always in trouble with the law. I got like 4 cases right now. I got the tow truck company coming after me, the sheriff department, the mayor. The mayor has me under surveillance. And all I'm asking for is why you making people homeless. Can't nobody afford a place to stay out here. Like, and it's because of these politicians. They're the one writing these laws and making these policies. I'm telling you, the more we come together, the more we start to talk. You're driving right now. How much is gas over there?
I mean, you asking me if I'm driving? I'm not driving. I'm sitting in car with my co-counsel. We just did a trial in Louisiana for a guy who did 45 years in prison. Yeah, 45.
How did it go?
I think it went well. I mean, it's an innocence hearing, so he's compensated. So he gets state compensation. So, but it's in the middle of Louisiana, and I thought it went
the
well.
South has been Mississippi.
It's tough, but I feel like everywhere has its own politics. Everywhere has its own politics, and everywhere is you can't say one place is better than the other. Let's put it like that. Everywhere has its own style.
Let me ask you a question. Like, why has it been so hard? Because even since I've been involved, the hearing for Richard Barge has been postponed twice. Like, why is it so hard just to get him in the courtroom? It just
Well, I
seems like they
mean,
just don't want to hear it.
well, the one in June was postponed because there was some type of mistake. Well, look, I don't know if it's a mistake. We'll
We'll put it
call
in
it a
air quotes.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't have two hands right now because I'm holding up
we'll
one
do
hand.
it for you.
One phone.
Mistake.
There
We'll
you
get
go.
it. We get it.
Yes.
There we go.
The second one, no, we did discover some new evidence. So Rich wanted the adjournment because what we want to do is make sure we have all the evidence in front of the judge. And to be frank with you, Rich has been in almost 19 years. What's another month or two? I hate to say it like that, but listen to me. If you want to take your shot, you want it to be the best shot you can take.
That's
Okay.
valid
And
point.
yes, and that's the thing what people don't understand is imagine being in prison innocent, not just being in prison, but being in prison innocent. And it's psychological warfare. Okay. But it's very hard for me to deal with some clients and not Rich. I mean, Rich and I have worked through a lot of things. Is Rich understands now that this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Okay. And that you can't let them break you. Because if you let them break, it's like I can't get mad in court, right? When I get mad, I lose focus and I'll make mistakes because I'm speaking off of emotion. Now I'm gonna get loud though. You can watch videos of me. I get loud, but I might get passionate. But I have to be objective and even keel. And with the guy that's in prison, and this is so hard because if you're innocent in prison, that's just like you can't get those years back. We don't have control of time. We just lose it. You know what I mean? Your kids get older. Your mom gets older. You lose people. You could die any day. Like people don't understand. You get stabbed. A correction officer might lose his mind and do something to you. Like it's totally crazy. Because sometimes I'm a psychiatrist as well. But Rich has understood now that this is a marathon. And that he's going to grind them out. And we're going to put this evidence in front of this judge, all of the evidence to show that, the one thing I can say about Rich's case is as we keep going, his case gets better.
I like that. Now, from what you've just said, I can now eliminate lawyer from my I mean, I'll be 49 in like 2 weeks. So I don't think being an attorney is in my wheelhouse anymore. But I tend to get, if you watch any of my videos, man, when I get pissed, I crash out. But I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I do it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? A little different. I'm in the court of public opinion where I have a little less restriction, where you're binded by the law and the legal process. So I guess there's a big difference there. But
I will tell you this,
I can imagine how hard it is to have to deal with our legal system the way it is.
My training, the people that have brought me up, which is a lot of jailhouse lawyers, taught me a lot of things and stuff like that, is that you keep going until the bailiff or whoever, the court officer or whatever they call it in the courtroom, until the handcuff goes click. Right?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll call my wife up and say, hey, look, I might need that bail money. You know what I'm saying? So, because I mean, if I feel like the judge isn't going my way and I think he's wrong, we might be there for 4 or 5 hours because I'm going to keep arguing with the judge.
I've had situations that this is crazy to say that, like, when we protest outside of Delaney Hall, a lot of times we'll write an attorney's phone number on our arm, or we'll literally take a Sharpie and put a phone number on our arm. I mean, it's gotten to that point where I've told people, look, hey, I've even made videos joking about it, but at the same time, I'm kind of being serious. Like, hey, guys, I might need bail money this time. Because it's honestly, because they're arresting us for just peacefully protesting. Like, Chairman's still mad at me about this, but yeah, I did get hit in the face with a riot shield by Newark PD. You know what I mean? And they busted my meta glasses and cut my nails up pretty good. So, like,
it's terrible.
Yeah, you never know in this system. Yeah, so I definitely commend your patience.
Yeah, but even with all of that, I mean, like today was a rough day. But even I get to sit here and speak to somebody like Chetney and speak to somebody like yourself. I mean, it shows you like this world is not how they try to make it to be, or what these institutions try to make it to be. I mean, like nobody's like they have made it impossible to be human beings now. And it's like you can't even relate to people. Like when you meet people at first, people are worried about how this person think, how they see people, how they see me, like you can't even be genuinely be just a human being, just to care about somebody else. Like we live in a real messed up world, and it's because of these institutions how they operate. The only way, if anybody's listening to me, if you out there in Camden, if you if you live close enough to be able to go on the 8th, you should really try to find out. And I'm gonna let Chetney speak right now, but Chetney, like the address, everything, where everybody need to be at, I think we should have our little Panther Cubs write him a letter. So if you think
I
we
love
should,
it.
yeah, we could do that too. Like give out the address, what time they're supposed to be there, so we make sure like if people just come out and just, you saw that video. It was a few months ago. They said the police officer killed his son, and then he drove his car. This allegedly drove his car into the police a few days later. It was big news. It was everywhere. Black guy. You remember that video?
I don't remember that.
Yo, but it was a video when he went to court. When he went to court, they, I think like a few days later for his arraignment, whatever, the police, the whole police station was lined up behind him. And when he went in there, it's like he was in there by himself. But then somebody tapped on the window, and he turned around and he looked at the window, and everybody was there, like throwing their fist up in the air. And you could look at him, you could see in his face, like when he turned around and he saw that, like he could keep fighting, like I'm not alone. So like if you could go to court, if you could be there in court, yo, it's really important. Because when you in that when you in jail, when you're in the county jail, when you're in the prison, you are isolated from everybody. Sometimes even your family. And when you're going through the system, fighting through the system, it seems like you're by yourself. Yeah. And then when you walk up in there, you go in there. Like right now, he's probably going to court. Is he going to be in court?
Yeah, he will be on the 23rd of October.
So he's going to court. I don't think he knows people are going to be there. Imagine walking into court to go fight for your life, and you find out all these people are there to support you. Yo, it's not money. It's not you giving anything. It's you just being a human being going to show support. And that can be so huge. You can't put a price tag on that.
Just to get it right, Chetney, there's a rally on the 8th of this month, but the hearing isn't until the 23rd of October, correct?
That is correct. So next Tuesday at Camden City Hall, 520 Market Street, is where the rally will be hosted, right in front of the City Hall. And they're also having a City Council meeting where I will be raising my concerns in regards to the wrongful convictions that are going on in Camden, specifically Richard Barge. And then his hearing is October 23rd. And that is at the Camden Hall of Justice, ironically. What a name.
I know. That works. So we can actually properly plan that. I'll get with you because that even gives us more time to try and pack the courtroom if it's on the 23rd of October. So that works.
So from my understanding, 50 people can pack the courtroom. And I mean, we don't want just, it should not be difficult. Tell a friend to tell a friend is my motto, share the story. If you can come out, if you need a ride, I mean, even if you need a ride, I don't live anywhere near Camden. I'm 2 hours away from Camden. And if you need a ride and you live in my county, I will drive you myself. I have room. I have vehicles, literally,
I think it's important
transport
that
anyone.
Everybody realize, like, we're not even asking for money here. We're not asking for donations. We're literally just asking you to show up. That's it. We're asking you to donate a couple hours of your time and maybe a little bit of gas to get there. That's it.
And if you feel like there's injustice all around you, there's nothing you think you can do, this are the spaces you're supposed to go to meet people like you. Because most people don't care. Most people they just change it, go to something else. But if you are watching and the story affects you or issues like this affect you, show up. Be around other people that think like you, that care about other people like you, and you build a community. Now you're not alone. And before we go, Justin, tell your boy that's driving, whoever's driving, tell them we salute them too. They're part of the revolution.
That's right.
I'll let Malcolm know. Malcolm Laverdan, co-counsel down here in Louisiana. He was my co-counsel when Vincent Simmons did 45 years for raping two white teenage girls in 1977 in the middle of Louisiana. He was he was kidnapped off the street, put in a lineup with handcuffs with a white guy in the lineup, and the girls identified him, and he was taken upstairs. They told him to confess. He refused to confess. They beat him, shot him in the chest, took him to trial in 60 days and gave him 100 years.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
All right. So we're down here for his state case. He was exonerated on February 14th of 2022. And it just goes to show you, Vincent suffered from a well, first of all, there was never a black man that raped these girls. The girls had sex with their cousin and blamed it on a black man. Okay. But interestingly, they admitted it on national television, so I don't have to. You can go on there and look Vincent Simmons up.
Damn.
So, yes. So, but interestingly, Vincent suffered from a suggestive ID like Rich. And I had Vincent and Teron Hill on the phone, and Teron Hill suffered from a single photo ID. And when I said that to Vincent, Vincent is like, this is a guy that's 74 years old. He's like, that's a violation. It's very basic. In Rich's case, the strongest and only piece of evidence that put him at the scene was a single witness that was shown a single photo and told that Rich was the one that committed the crime. That's the only piece of evidence that's keeping him in jail right now.
That's crazy.
This is 101, what you're not supposed to do as a police officer. And Camden is standing on it. If they want to stand on, they're going to die on that hill. Okay, because I'm not going nowhere, and I know Chitney ain't either.
You said 50, Chitney?
Sure, I'm not. Excuse me, 50 people. Yeah, 50 people for the courthouse. For the rally, as many people that can come. I mean, I'm getting good feedback off of TikTok. A lot of people
Nice.
Resonated with the video that I made. I'm like, listen, I'm from the Bronx, and I rep my city really hard. I learned about Camden because of advocating for Richard. I'm a stand for Rich. I'm a ride for Rich. I'm gonna make sure that I can do any and everything in my power. If you've been watching from the beginning, or if you missed, like Jeremy said, I am never not working. I'm never not working. I'm never not advocating. And Chairman, you said something that was very profound, which is, I'm gonna make them famous. That's what you want. You got it. Like,
Yo, if you're in Philly,
me is ready.
Also, Pennsylvania should show up too. Like Philly's not that far from Camden, it's right over the bridge.
Right.
So if you're in the Philly area, man,
Delaware.
let's go. I know some people down in Philly. They could possibly be there. So yeah, we'll definitely put something together.
Nah, we
Camden
definitely
ain't nothing but East Philadelphia anyway. So
right.
That's
right. Are you Justin? You from Camden?
Nah. I'm actually from Central Jersey originally. I'm from a little town called Roosevelt. So, but I've been in New York for the past 27 years.
Oh, you live in New York now?
Brooklyn, yeah.
For 27. Oh, you from New York now? You 27 years. You from New York now, baby.
Exactly. You better say that.
I guess.
That's funny.
You look like a Brooklyn cat. You sound like a Brooklyn cat now, baby. Word up. Nah, man. And it's crazy. You're right there in Brooklyn. I'm in North New Jersey. Yo, we really not that far from each other, but we gonna see each other. Yo, I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm gonna make sure we try to see each other on that court date. We gonna try to show up. But 50
Definitely.
people, I'm gonna reach out to an activist out there. We should be able to get some people in there. I mean, but we're gonna be there to give them our support, and whatever we could do going forward, we're here to help them. I mean, like, I don't know,
Sounds
even
good.
shit. Yo, I may even go visit him. I mean, like, shit. While he in there, I need him to recruit. He needs to recruit. Excuse me.
I've gone to see him.
Yeah.
I've gone to see him because God's placed it on my heart to make sure that he's okay, because I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. My heart breaks. Like it I was choking up a little bit, hearing you speak, and just the trauma and the pain that that one experiences behind the wall. And it's not just them, but it's also their family. Like it's absolutely just insane, to be honest with you. But I've gone to see him to make sure that he's good, to know that, for him to know that he's got an advocate that's really about that life.
Yeah, nah, real talk.
Very much so.
Yo, salute to you, Chetney. Real talk. Like we know how hard this is. But salute to you too, Justin. I'm gonna keep saying it. Cause like this is hard work, man. And most people they get up every day and they go to work and they hate their job. Man, I hope when you get up, you understand that you're making a difference. I hope you understand people are like counting on you. Cause like we do need those people. You do need people that are gonna be out here fighting for you. Cause I'm telling you, it can feel like you're all by yourself. I was reading something today. This young kid, I think 20 years old, he was about to go to college, but he's from Haiti. So they grabbed him and they put the bracelet on him and they told him he can't go to school no more. And he was trying to go to school to become a doctor. He ran into the highway and got hit by a truck. It's like I'm saying that's how traumatizing this system can be. I mean, like you take away somebody's whole dream, their path, everything that they've been working for. You don't know how fragile the mind is. So the work that you're doing, Justin, like I don't think I got people to understand it enough. How it can feel to be there, and having somebody like you, having somebody like Chetney, like you go to sleep at night better. That you know that you have somebody fighting for you. So like I said, anything we could do, man, we're there. We're there. I mean, we're about to wrap up, but whenever you want to come back, you can come back. We do a lot of shows. We trying to find people. We do like 5 shows a week. Whenever you want to come, and Chetney, you already know you're part of the gang already, Chetney. You already know what it is. Yeah, we'll get this information out, man.
People.
All power to the people. That's all we have is the people. All we have is the people. I mean, I don't, before we end, we got like a few more minutes before we end. I don't care if you gay. I don't care if you black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. All we need is people. It don't matter, I mean, like, you come in different complexion, different taste and flavors. I mean, but that's beautiful. All we need is people power. It's not about money. It's not about none of that shit. Once we understand that, we're going to be able to afford gas. I mean, but till next time, all power to the people. You got anything, Jeremy?
I'm good. That was a fantastic episode. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Chetney, for coming on.
Absolutely.
Anything you can do, or anything, if you need to, I like to use my platform for the forces of good. So if there's any information you need me to get out there, please feel free to reach out, and I'll do my best.
We'll let you know.
Absolutely.
All right. So you want to give out? Is there any information we could give out about Justin, his jail, commissary, anything we could tell people?
I mean, Rich is. I don't have his SBI number, but you can go on the New Jersey Department of Corrections website and literally put his first and last
SBI number.
name.
I know it. It's his SBI number is 165368 and the letter D for divine.
All power to the people. Hey, when you just said that, I've been out of prison since 2008. When you just said that, my SBI number popped in my head. I haven't used that number since 2008. 2833880C. That's my SBI number. The shit is in the back of my fucking head. Till next time, all power to the people.
All right.
All power to the
Thank
people.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.